All right, guys, welcome back. Thank you so much, Chelsea, for coming on the show. So, the next movie I will be reviewing is titled Beyond Disability. It was produced by Iyabo Ojo and directed by Desmond Elliot. Check out the trailer and then we'll talk some more.
I love you.
I love you too, Daddy.
Don't you dare tell me how I should love my daughter!
What? Don't pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about. And let me tell you, you would rather kill me before you take my husband.
I am just happy that she can do at least something with what she has.
I said, what is wrong with you? That boy is your son.
If you're not the father, then who is?
My pains, my tears, my sorrows, no one knows.
Alright guys, welcome back. So Beyond Disability is a Nigerian Nollywood movie produced by Iyabo Ojo and directed by Desmond Elliot. The movie features Iyabo Ojo herself, Desmond Elliot, Ini Edo, and Femi Adebayo. I'm giving this movie 3.5 over 5. I had high hopes for it, but yeah, it ended up being an average and okay film. The movie tells the story, it's an advocacy film. It tells the story of two families who had issues with their kids. The movie is basically an advocacy film that talks about, not discriminating against the children with disabilities, this and that. So that was what the entire story was focused on, and it was based on two families. So Iyabo Ojo and Desmond Elliot's family, Ini Edo and Femi Adebayo's family. Like I said, I'm giving it a 3.5 over 5 for a few reasons. The casting was good. I mean, all of these people are really good actors in their own right. So them coming together, really, really good job. I think Desmond Elliot directed it well as well. I'm not over Desmond Elliot directing, but I want him to do something new. I want him to do something different behind the camera while directing. I'm kind of like getting used and getting comfortable with him as a director. So I'm kind of oh yeah, that's a Desmond thing. Yeah, that's a Desmond thing. So I want him to do something different, maybe take a different script or push the limits, if he wants to keep directing. We all know he's a senator. Hi, Senator Elliot. Anyway, so Desmond needs to do something different as a director. Now, another thing that I liked about it was that the picture was good, sound was good, well lit, really, really nice and interesting camera angles and all of that. So all of that really, really came together to make it a good film. And of course, the story is a very important story, kids with disabilities, be acting on time, not discriminating, all of that really made it good. For me, that was as good as it got. There were quite a few things I did not like about it. Number one, I absolutely love Iyabo Ojo, and I just need to put that out there. However, I think she overacts sometimes, and I just don't understand why Desmond doesn't see it. Do you understand? Desmond is one directing, so I wished it would have stopped her and told her, okay, maybe calm down. Okay, don't gesticulate too much. We Yoruba people, we can be very dramatic. Do you understand? So when we are now actors and actresses again, it's like double portion. So for Iyabo Ojo in this film, this is my second time of watching, and I'll just be like, okay, Iyabo, please calm down. No, no, don't do too much. Don't overact there. She acted. There were a few scenes where she overacted, and I was just like, yeah, no. And then it was in English. It wasn't a Yoruba film, even though it featured some Yoruba actors and actresses. It was an English film, right? So, in spite of all of that, I feel like Iyabo Ojo still speaking English. She was still overacting, although she did speak Yoruba in very, very, very few places. But that's for Iyabo Ojo. Now, Femi Adebayo. I love Femi Adebayo as well. He's a great actor, but seeing him speak English in a film all through was a bit difficult, unusual. Yes, it was unusual because I'm used to him speaking Yoruba. So having him speak English, I was critical, extra critical of him speaking English and acting at the same time. It didn't seem extremely comfortable. It didn't seem like he was comfortable in his skin or comfortable in the character or comfortable in the entire English speaking scene. However, it seemed all right, but I've seen Femi Adebayo do better, so I was just kind of back to Desmond Elliot. I prefer him behind the camera and not in front of it. Like, I don't like both at the same time. And I say that to say, because when he's directing, you get the best, like, really, really good stuff out of him when he makes like cameos, you know, just like 1 or 2 scenes and it's gone, right? And it's directing. But when he's an integral part of the film and it's also directing as well, I just feel like his attention is divided between 2 things and, you know, we don't get the best out of him. Another thing I didn't like about the film was it was a bit boring. They focus so much on the message of the film, like, okay, it's about disabilities, disabled people, this and that. They focus so much on it such that took over the entire film, and it now became more like a public service announcement and less a film. So that reduced the enjoyment part of it for me. Like, I wish they would have just made the message very, very subtle and then would have enjoyed the movie a lot better. You know, so those few things for me here and there came together to make me feel like, this movie could have been better. But then at the end of the day, I was just like, okay, it was an okay movie. Should you watch it? Yes, I really do think you should watch it. I think you would enjoy it. But just don't have high expectations. Don't think, oh, cinema, extremely good, extremely amazing kind of film. Just, you know, keep your expectations normal and you'll not be disappointed, okay? Alrighty, so that's it for the second movie I have for you today, but the show isn't over. There is a brand new Ghanaian movie coming out that I think you're going to love. I mean, this movie, I haven't seen it, it's just the trailer, and I figured, hey, I might as well show it to you guys. The movie is titled Interception, and it's an action-packed movie, like gunshots. Like, we don't see a lot of that in Nollywood, so when it does happen, I'm like, hey, okay, maybe it's going to be good. Now, we are seeing it out of Ghana. I mean, I talked about Double Cross earlier, but this one is Interception. It also features John Dumelo as well, Chris Sator, Ajete Anang is also in it as well. So I think this one is going to be exciting, okay? Just check out the trailer.
It's time for us to pull together to curb illegal gun shipments. It's time for us to take care of our own.
What happened?
It was intercepted in Ghana.
Intercepted? By who?
Good morning, gentlemen. A week ago, SEPS intercepted a truck containing a large quantity of ammunition. We managed to trace the consignment back to Nneru Obajinzi.
So what can I do for you?
I actually want to come to Ghana soon to ensure that the truck makes it to its destination.
Welcome, my brother. Once we're able to capture Obajinzi, we're going to ensure that the meeting with the opposition leader will not happen.
Am I under arrest?
You were the last person to see Obajinzi before he evaporated into thin air. So you were a person of interest.
Those guys who paid me a visit the other night, I want all of their files. Where they live, where they work, where they hang out. They took something from me. Now I'm gonna take something from them. It's personal.
Guys, I'm sure you enjoyed that just as much as I did. Well, that's all I have for you on this episode of The Screening Room with Adenike. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to follow us on social media at CSR with Adenike on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And also send us an email at csrwithadenike@gmail.com and I will definitely respond to you. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Remember to remain in God. God bless you. Bye-bye.